Okay, Ken, this is your first lesson, May 22nd. Posture's good. I like that. The chin's up, nose is pointed higher than the ball, flat back, hands hang nicely into the shoulders. So good grades there on the setup. Okay, so the first move, this is what we call T2. You're 90 degrees off plane. And this is where we should be. While I have this, let's just capture this. Okay. Now, the problem with this is, that, the club should be here. Now, the good news is the hand path is good. So it started that blue line. It's now over here, slightly inside. So that's really good. This, not so much. Because, that's like, a foot and a half off. Now what happens is, before we even look at it, is when we drag it inside, then we run out of room and we go, our hands have to be up here, and what you have is an independent lift, like this, as opposed to just doing it with the shoulder, right? Mm-hmm. So it's all in plane here, it's here, and then. Now, we'll show you. So that's the first thing we need to fix. Now, here it is. Good athlete. Bingo, we're right on plane. See the shaft? It's parallel to yellow lines. Now, the problem with that is, you start from in here, I'll bet you a beer that we go across the line. Oops, no. See, you're smart. I believe you had a full backswing in the old days and realized that you crossed the line in trouble. And I lived with that for 20 years. So you drag it inside, across the line here, then we're too steep and we lift and flip. You go, that's causing you problems, so you're sawing it off right here. Very smart. Okay, so you get it up here, it's all on plane. That's really good. But you have to work hard to get there. That bowed wrist here. Okay, so and dragging it inside, see this left forearm? It's like about 40 degrees. And that's a setup for being across the line. And when the elbow's kind of flying like this, it's got to come down and get to your waist quickly, and your waist is moving away. If you have it in here, boom, it's here and ready to go. So there might be a tendency. So let's take a picture of that too. See, it's like 15 degrees. Yours is like 40. So let's capture. Okay. Now, in this spot, pretty good. We'll look at it from the other angle, but this looks like a pretty strong position. Now when you come down, see, I like this. There's no wasted movement. It's going straight at the ball. That's really good. That's why you can play so well. But you have to work hard. And sometimes, like I was saying to Kevin, sometimes you're dragging a foot and a half, sometimes just a foot, and sometimes 2 feet. Yeah. So it's hard to tell. And under pressure, Okay, so now when you come down, you have the effect of like this instead of dropping it. So watch it come away from the back wall. So the head goes down, that's fine. Comes away from the back wall. As opposed to this guy. He comes down. I mean, here's the back wall right here. Now the problem with the belly to the ball is you can't rotate your hips. So you got kind of a lift and flip thing, as opposed to dropping in here and just rotating through. So this is causing inconsistency too. So you got belly to the ball, prevents you from really clearing. See it impact. We really want to shoot for the two cheek at impact. 1, 2. Here you just have 1. So you're kind of rotating around here, and should be rotating around your spine like this. Yeah. So that there's a stick right up your spine. You rotate around that, and it's Ledbetter's fault. Is he came out saying there's 2 axis rotation. He says you rotate around this, and then around this, and that doesn't work. It's a single point of axis, and it's right around here. So another contributor to inconsistency. Okay, so good spine angle through impact, and you kind of keep this foot on the ground. This is like this. Now there's a tug. I mean, swinging with a driver, and you kind of keep that thing nailed to the ground. You're going to torque your back because you're using this as a brake as opposed to using this thing as a brake. Exaggeration. If I keep it on the ground, I'm torquing it here. The good guys, they'll roll and come through. So you could do some damage with a high-powered swing. See, now when he comes through, he releases it, and is like most people, most of the pros, it almost sags over the other way. So he's braking. And it's not a big deal with a 6-iron, but it is with a driver. He's braking from here, slowing down to here. This thing sags over, and we like this. I mean, this is good chipping action. Okay, let's see from the other side. But there's more things right with your swings than wrong. That's why you can play so well. We're just pointing out some things that if it were my swing, I'd look at refining them. So it's not like, and we're not backing up a truck and plugging in a new swing. You're going to keep your swing. We're going to take out the unneeded moving parts. So your swing will be essentially the same. We're just taking out the wasted movements. Okay, so from face on, let's see. You should check your grip, and it doesn't look like it's causing any problems. Let's see. Bit of a sway, right? So you got some weight out here, and so sometimes that's like a sway of maybe 1.5 to 2 inches. Reality of things should rotate back. So one time it's 1.5 inches, next time it's 2. Then to hit, you got to sway back the exact same amount. So another contributor to inconsistency. You fire through here. This looks good. kind of short arming it here. Mainly because that left hip, I mean, the left hip looks like it's out of the way here, but not an impact. So you're coming in here at impact, and the hips really haven't cleared. It's like this. So when you come up like this, you end up short arming it, as opposed to here, hips clear, and then you get to that position, which is nirvana. Again, the advantage of that is that flat spot lasts for about a foot in here. When your hips don't clear and you short arm it, it's like a V there instead of a U, a elongated U. Another reason you're not as consistent as you want to be. So hitting that at the bottom of V versus the bottom of the U is a problem. So you reset in here quickly. But this is good action here. This is really good here. Posted on the left side, that's good. This is what you'll get a copy of this. So this is what it looks like done by Adam Scott. So he pushes off early, then he gets that left hip going out of the way. See that flat spot? Mm-hmm. And he gets to this spot. Yeah. As opposed to see the shaft is probably up in here, somewhere new. So let me save this.